Hello and welcome to IntelligentPod, the show where curiosity meets clarity. And every week we dive into the science behind what makes us tick. I'm your host, Sophie Lane, and I'm so glad you're here. Today's episode is one I'm especially excited about because it's something we all do, whether we're at a dinner party, watching a silly cat video, or even just nervously giggling during an awkward moment. That's right. Today, we're unpacking the science of laughter. More specifically, we're going to explore the social and neurological functions of laughter, why we laugh, what happens in our brains when we do, and how laughter weaves its way through our relationships and cultures. Laughter is something we sometimes take for granted, but it's actually a fascinating behavior that offers a window into human connection, mental health, and even brain chemistry. So why do we laugh? What happens in our bodies and minds when we do? And how can we harness the power of laughter to enhance our own lives? Let's get started. First, let's set the stage with a few fun facts and stats. Did you know that the average adult laughs about 17 times per day? That's according to a study published in the journal Psychological Reports. Kids, on the other hand, laugh up to 300 times a day. It's incredible, right? Laughter is universal. Every culture has it, and even babies as young as 3 months old will laugh long before they can speak. But laughter isn't just about having a good time. It's a complex behavior that scientists have studied for decades. It's social, it's physiological, and it's deeply rooted in our brains. Let's dig into the neurological side first. When we laugh, several regions in our brain light up. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and social behavior, gets involved. So does the amygdala, which processes emotions. But perhaps most interestingly, laughter triggers the release of endorphins. Those are the body's natural, feel-good chemicals. Think of them as little chemical messengers that boost our mood and even help relieve pain. There's a classic study from 2011, led by Robin Dunbar at Oxford University, that found laughter increases pain tolerance. The researchers had participants watch either funny or neutral videos, and those who laughed more could withstand more pain afterwards. The theory is that laughter-induced endorphin release is at work here. So the next time you stub your toe, maybe try watching a comedy sketch. But laughter isn't just about your own brain chemistry, it's also social glue. Let's talk about the social functions of laughter. You might think we laugh at jokes or when something's funny, and that's true. But surprisingly, research suggests that most laughter isn't even about humor. A study by Robert Provine, a neuroscientist who spent years studying laughter, recorded people in natural conversation and found that most laughter actually occurs in response to ordinary statements, not punchlines. For example, someone might say, "I'll see you at the store," and both people laugh. Why? Because laughter is a signal of connection. It's a way of saying, "I'm with you," or "we're in this together." Laughter is a deeply social phenomenon. It helps us bond, diffuse tension, and signal that we belong. In fact, laughter is 30 times more likely to occur in a group than when we're alone. If you've ever watched a comedy by yourself and then with friends, you might notice you laugh more in the group. That's not a coincidence. There's even evidence that we're more likely to laugh at jokes told by someone we like or want to impress. It's a kind of social currency, a way of strengthening relationships. Laughter can also help resolve conflicts and reduce stress in group settings. Some workplaces even use laughter workshops as team-building exercises. It sounds a little odd, but it's rooted in solid science. Let's take a moment here for a real-world anecdote. Think about a time when you were in a stressful situation, maybe a tough meeting at work or an awkward family dinner. Did someone crack a joke that made everyone laugh, even for just a second? That laughter probably changed the mood instantly, right? That's because laughter has the power to break tension and bring people together, even in the trickiest moments. Now, let's add a psychological perspective. Laughter can be a powerful coping mechanism. Psychologists have found that people who use humor to reframe negative experiences often have better mental health outcomes. For example, in cognitive behavioral therapy, Therapists sometimes encourage clients to find humor in difficult situations as a way to gain perspective and reduce anxiety. There's a term for this: humor coping. It doesn't mean making light of serious problems, but rather using laughter to create a sense of distance and control. Studies have shown that people who laugh more frequently are generally more resilient in the face of stress. On the flip side, laughter can also be used negatively. Think of sarcasm, ridicule, or exclusion. Sometimes the function of laughter in a group is to reinforce social hierarchies or even bully others. So it's important to be mindful of the context and the way laughter is used. And let's not forget the cultural lens. Not all laughter is the same in every part of the world. Some cultures encourage open, hearty laughter, while others value more subdued expressions. In Japan, for example, people often cover their mouths when they laugh, which is seen as a sign of modesty. In many African cultures, laughter is a communal activity, and entire communities might participate in laughter rituals. In Western cultures, stand-up comedy and sitcoms are a staple of entertainment. Laughter can even cross species boundaries. Primates, like chimpanzees and bonobos, laugh when they're playing. If you've ever heard a chimpanzee's laugh, it sounds a bit like panting, but it serves a similar function, building bonds and diffusing tension. So what can we take away from all this? First, laughter isn't just a reaction to jokes. It's a complex, multi-layered behavior that helps us connect, cope, and thrive. It's rooted in our brains, shaped by our cultures, and influenced by our relationships. Now, let's talk about how you can bring more laughter into your own life, intentionally. Here are a few actionable tips. 1. Seek out laughter. Even in small ways. Put on a comedy podcast, watch a funny movie, or look for moments of levity in your day-to-day life. 2. Surround yourself with people who make you laugh. Remember, laughter is contagious. Spending time with positive, playful people will naturally boost your own laughter. 3. Practice humor coping. When you're facing a challenge, try to find something amusing about the situation. Even a little self-deprecating humor can help lighten your mood and give you perspective. 4. Join a laughter yoga class or workshop. It might sound silly, but laughter yoga is based on the idea that the act of laughing, even if it feels forced at first, can have real psychological and physiological benefits. 5. Don't force it. Laughter should feel natural. If you're not in the mood to laugh, that's okay too. But be open to moments of joy, even in unexpected places. Before we wrap up, let's recap today's journey. We explored the science of laughter, how it lights up our brains, floods us with feel-good chemicals, and binds us together socially. We looked at how laughter serves essential psychological and cultural functions, from building resilience to forging connections. And we talked about ways you can bring more laughter into your life, no matter what your circumstances. Laughter is more than just a sound. It's a signal, a coping tool, and a bridge between people. The next time you laugh, whether it's a belly laugh or a tiny giggle, take a moment to appreciate the amazing science at play. I'll leave you with this thought. Laughter might not solve all our problems, but it sure makes the journey a lot more enjoyable. Thank you so much for listening to Intelligent Pod. If you enjoyed today's episode, I'd love it if you left a review. It really helps other curious minds find the show. For show notes, links to studies, and more ways to connect, head over to IntelligentPod.com. And if you have feedback, topic suggestions, or just want to share your favorite joke, email me at sophie@intelligentpod.com. I always love hearing from you. Until next time, keep learning, keep laughing, and stay curious.